And I just,
Oops, sorry. It started. No, it's
okay.
okay. No, if you do get that chance, yeah, it might be someone to connect with on that.
Yeah.
All
No,
right, so I'm going to read the intro and then introduce you, and away we go. So let
okay.
me let me set my screen up. This will be my third time today, so I should be a pro at this. I shouldn't have to do anything different. All right, look at my screen. There it is. All right. All right, here we go. In three, two, welcome to Ghosted by the Machine, the podcast where job seekers break through the algorithm and get heard. No filters, no bots, just 5 minutes of the truth. I'm your host, Mark Lane, and today we're giving the mic to someone who's actively searching, actively showing up, and definitely not a resume PDF. Let's get into it. 5 minutes, five questions. This is Ghosted by the Machine. Today's guest is Michelle Brodsky, and she's from Fort Myers, Florida, nice and warm down there, who's currently looking for their next opportunity in organic content writing, which is email, social posts, white pages. And from what I understand, she's also into writing lyrics. So let's get into it. Tell me a little bit about yourself and what role are you looking for,
So I'm
Michelle?
I'm Melissa
Melissa,
Brodsky.
oh my God, we got to do it all over again. Why did I write Michelle? My
I don't
fault.
know. It's okay. You probably have other people that you're
Yes, I have a Michelle in the morning.
yeah, that's okay.
All
Um
right.
I'm
Let me start over.
okay.
We can do that. It's great. I've got this thing records for 20 minutes.
Oh good, okay.
All right. Three. Does it look like I'm reading it all?
No,
Okay, good. I'm
no.
trying not to.
That's hard. I
All
know.
right. Coming down. Three, two. Welcome to Ghosted by the Machine, the podcast where job seekers break through the algorithm and get heard. There's no filters, no bots, just 5 minutes of the truth. I'm your host, Mark Lane, and today we're giving the mic to someone who's actively searching, actively showing up, and definitely not a resume PDF. So let's get into it. 5 minutes, five questions. This is Ghosted by the Machine. And today's guest is Melissa Brodsky. She's a professional from Fort Myers, Florida, who's currently looking for her next opportunity in organic content writing. You ask what that is? Emails, social posts, white pages, and even some lyrics to some songs. I'm sure she'll let us know about that. So how you doing this morning or this afternoon, Melissa?
I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you?
I'm hanging in there, like all of us.
Yeah, just by a thread. Yes.
So tell me a little bit about yourself and what role are you looking for?
So I'm a content strategist slash copywriter slash content marketer, anything to do with copy, from your homepage to your emails to anything that you need written, I write.
Okay.
And I've been doing it for, I don't know, probably 20 years now. And I focus more on the organic than I do on the paid, but I do write ads.
Okay. So do you think AI has helped you or hurt you during your job search right now, and why?
That's a good question. It's helped a bit with like writing for resumes and writing for the applications. It's hurting based on the job search and companies allegedly using the ATS systems to weed out. And if you don't have the right keywords in your resume, you don't get seen by anyone. So I think that, and I'm not one that's going to constantly rewrite my resume. I'm just not. So it's probably hurting me.
Okay. So what's one thing you tell recruiters or hiring managers today?
We aren't just looking for it's we're looking for jobs. All of us are looking for jobs, but we also need that connection. We need to be validated in or some sort of human compassion, empathy. Reach out after an interview. Say don't leave us hanging. Let us know that we enjoyed the interview, but you weren't the right fit and we wish you luck. Just the tiniest thing. Don't ghost. Stop ghosting people. It's really shitty. Excuse my language.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm sure there's a lot of guys and girls and job hunters that feel the same way as you do and I do too. So is there anything that's giving you hope right now?
I would say yes, because on LinkedIn, especially, the way people are showing up for each other, that someone is in need and that post is, it goes crazy. Like if someone is losing a job or lost a job and they're about to lose their home, people step in and try to help, and whether it's donating or sharing the posts, whatever it is, to help people, and they're total strangers, and that's kind of what's giving me hope. But in other ways, no, I have no hope. I think this job market is really crappy, and I think that I'm about to do my own thing.
Right. Well, you're talking truth. You're speaking the truth, and we
Yep,
appreciate that.
I'm guilty. Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being with us today.
It's
And
my pleasure.
remember, everyone out there, if you're hiring or know someone who should, meet her, check her out on LinkedIn. We'll put that in the show notes so you can reach out to her. And if you want to be on the podcast, DM me or comment on LinkedIn or TikTok. And remember, we're always looking for real voices in this ghost town of job search silence. This is Ghosted by the Machine. Now let's make hiring human again. Thanks again. Have a great day. And that's it.
Wow, that's cool. And so how many are you doing a day?
I just did 3 today. I was supposed to have 4.
Okay.
And tomorrow I've got 2, and then I've got 1 so far on Wednesday. And
Okay.
I'm supposed to get with my editor tonight. We're gonna. I wrote a commercial, so I want to get this commercial done. I set up my Spotify account. TikTok's ready to go. Facebook's ready to go. I got to figure out Instagram, how to set that up with Facebook. That's a pain in the butt.
Yeah. I mean, I have mine connected so I can just automatically. So let
Right.
me know how I can help. Like share your Ghost of the
As,
Machine.
as soon as I get everything up and running, my editor is supposed to start editing tomorrow. All these posts.
Okay.
And then I'm going to start posting them up on Spotify. I'll probably release one every day or so.
Okay.
I don't want to put them all out there at once.
No.
And then I'm going to take short snippets, um, probably from the AI question, and use those for TikTok and Facebook and LinkedIn, and
Okay.
put those out to get people going. And
Yeah.
then I spoke to someone today who's got a recruiter company, and I'm going to go back to him. He thought it was a great idea. I'm going to go back to him and see if
Yeah.
once I get things rolling, I'm going to look for sponsors
Yeah.
and put sponsors in. But I got to show some engagement and get people riled up.
Yeah, I would love for you to start having like a separate set of questions for like HR recruiters.
Yes, yes. That's that. I had a buddy call me yesterday. I don't know if do you know Scott Sabelico? I think you know Scott, right?
Yeah, that's
That's
how
right.
you. Yeah,
Yes, I thought so. Well, Scott said he talked to a recruiter and she was kind of snippy about that I was doing that.
yeah,
I'm like, why? It's not about the recruiters. The recruit, I'm not focusing on them. If you'd like to, I could and tell how shitty they are. But it's not their problem. It's the jobs. It's the companies they're putting this together. They're the ones going out and putting these AI platforms together,
yeah,
Workday and all, So when I was at Salvation Army, I don't know if I told you this, but we had someone in HR, and she put out the job description, and then she'd receive everything, all the application stuff, and I'd go through it, and she was throwing half of it out before it even got to me. The computer was throwing another half out before it even got to her. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, so I got 2 people in the last month applying. Well, they didn't have all the qualifications you were looking for. It doesn't have to hit every qualification.
right, right. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, we've been told forever that you don't need to be, you know, checking off everything on that list as long as it's like 60% apply for the job.
Right.
So,
So I love that, getting job recruiters and HR directors in here,
yeah,
separate questions. And I
yeah,
might rotate some of the questions as I go. I might even bump it up that I just want to get it flowing
yeah, just get it started. Yeah, and
and get
then like let us know, and the people that you interview, especially, let us know, and we'll share. Of
it.
course, I'm gonna want to share mine, but I'll share other people's too.
It came off. I mean, from what I'm listening to, it sounded great. It did. It sounded really well. I'm just, I mean, I've consulted companies how to do podcasts and stuff, and now it's like I'm doing it on my own. Am I
Yeah,
encouraged? Am I drinking heavily or what?
Well, like if we can't get jobs doing what it is we do for other people, why don't we just do it for ourselves? Like that's
Right.
how I feel. That's why I'm starting a marketing agency because I did it so well for other people. I might as well do it for myself.
I just, the only thing I don't want to do is I don't want to hunt people down for money.
That's my, yep,
That's my biggest fear.
yep.
I've done it before. I've got a client, they owe me money, and I'm like, look, it's been a month. Where's the check? And then I did a proposal for a restaurant chain here in southeastern Michigan, and it's been 2 weeks. I rewrote the presentation to fit your budget. Now, why aren't you calling me back? No wonder why your business is struggling. You had 40 restaurants 20 years ago. Now you're down to nine.
Which restaurant chain?
Ramshorn.
Oh, they really are shrinking. I used to go there. There was one on 12 and Telegraph that I used to hang out at all the time.
Yeah, I mean, so actually, that one's still there. Actually, there's 11. There's 11 left. Used to be 40, and
40.
the Sun's taken over. So I've gone over. I met with them. They haven't done any reach. They have not reached out to the community. They don't do any sponsorships. They they just exist. I'm like, so you're not sponsoring like baseball or softball teams or hockey teams. You don't do things with the community. The chambers, the rotaries. Oh, I just don't have time for that. Well, you need to spend time, or you hire someone like me to go out there and talk to them for you. You got
Right.
to build that relationship with the schools. Your average demographic is 65 to 2 weeks to the grave.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they sit there all day drinking coffee.
Right. I used to go there on my end of my gigs at night, late night gigs, come over there and have a bite to eat and go home. I was there to drink. I was there to eat
Right.
and socialize. I says, you need to find a new crowd.
Yeah, they need a rebrand.
So that's what I'm working on. I put this present, spent 2 days on this presentation, and I got, oh well, I only charge like $300 a franchise per quarter for advertising. No wonder why you got shit. I haven't seen a TV commercial since 1989.
Right. Oh my God. Yeah, that's a
uh,
shame.
but that's what we got going.
Okay.
I will keep you posted. I'm gonna stop the recording. I shouldn't have had a recording and listening to my spiel about Ramshorn.
Oh, well.
Let me make sure this